before we get to the main event, because there's a lot to talk about with the main event. Really damn good undercard.
Yeah.
A lot of knockouts.
Yeah.
A lot of knockouts.
Some people are saying, is this the best undercard of the year, possibly?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you got some serious... I'm not sure. Usually the undercard, if you just throw it up on a screen, you're like, okay, he wins. He probably wins. This one, I'm like, there's a couple of them where I'm like...
Can you pull up the undercard?
Hey, Shawn, for your fight, can you possibly pull off... Can we get a full card of PVC, BC versus Top Rank?
Nah, that would be
That'd be like NWO.
That'd
That'd be sweet, boy. That'd be sweet.
That'd be
I mean, they're kind of doing that a little bit with this one. So you have... I'm not sure if I don't
Turn around. That's right.
No,
there.
I don't need to turn around. I know
Okay.
Jared Anderson fights somebody.
Okay.
That's who I wanted. I wanted to
Wrong.
see.
You're wrong. Oh,
No, he
okay.
fights, he 100% does.
It
Come
wasn't
on,
there
don't
first.
you
It
test
wasn't there
me.
first.
Don't you test me.
I wasn't sure who he was fighting. Shout out to
this is
Jared
a good
Anderson. That's
card,
my guy.
Yeah,
man.
real big baby.
People think he's the best American prospect at heavyweight.
Yeah.
It's hands down.
Frank going to sleep.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, you think so, Sean?
100%.
And then
He's fluid.
I think it's the next one.
All those other guys
the
we've
next one.
seen.
Rematch, right?
Ajagba, all those other guys, he's gonna go past.
So
those
this
guys.
next one is a rematch. Kownacki loses his undefeated record
Oh, that is a rematch.
against
Yeah.
Helenius.
That was a good fight.
he was headed towards the title fight.
Yeah.
How did-
right
he was-
there.
Were you surprised that he lost? He first off, he really is a babyface.
No
It
defense.
makes no sense.
No
He
defense.
got knocked out, right?
Yeah.
He has no
Polish
defense.
Chris Ariola.
Terrible defense.
I saw it coming.
Did you? Okay.
Like everything that happened, I
From
saw
that
it coming.
fight?
From
Or
like
from
yeah,
his
yeah.
previous fight?
A little bit from the previous fights, no defense.
Yeah.
But in that fight specifically, I said, oh shit.
Yeah.
He about to get hit with the right hand, and then it just kind of,
And
kinda
he
trickled out,
is a
man.
smaller guy, so he has to be in line of fire. He's not
Yep.
somebody that can fight on the outside like that. So Helenius is a big dude. And his losses, he's got I think a couple losses, but they're to like Dillian White, and so he's like he hasn't lost to some bum.
Yeah.
But
And producer, correct me if I'm wrong. He's in camp with Wilder right now, right?
Helenius, yeah,
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
man,
yeah. You want to work with somebody? That's a good guy to work with. But
yeah.
I think he wins again.
I'll probably have to go with him, Carson.
I think he wins again.
I almost jumped on it, but I don't know.
I'm going with him.
And that's what I'm talking about with the undercard. Usually we're like, oh yeah, he's got it. Unless it's a shocking upset. But this one, I'm like,
Yeah.
If you argued that the Polish babyface assassin was gonna win,
Yeah.
I rock with it too. But
He's
That's
he's not gonna come to the ring differently. Any different?
I'm not sure how much he, other than being more defensively responsible, I'm not sure how different he can come to the ring.
Right. Yeah.
Which is tough.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I meant.
No, it's tough. What do you think, Saito?
Should be a good fight.
The Sean's on here, some bums.
Hey,
Look, man.
Is what it is.
It's gonna be a long week. I'm ready to just cover the fights, let them play out
This
as they
this is
may.
a really big fight.
Cover
Hold
the
on,
match.
you shouldn't have came today.
No, I know.
You see him over here saving energy.
He's like, wow. Yeah,
I'll be tired as hell on Saturday
giving up
night.
Yeah, these fights are gonna be.
Hey,
good.
look, I'm gonna be at the Browns game. Like,
I think, and this is really big fight week, which is fun.
Yeah.
You know, we're back Vegas fight.
I'll give you
week.
some thoughts on Ajagba and Sanchez.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah,
Then.
yeah,
why
yeah.
don't you
Let
do
me-
this
that-
one?
well,
Is
that-
this
that
something?
fight-
What's up with this one?
You
You know
have-
somebody?
you have gang
Something.
ties?
No, I just.
What happened? Italian mob?
No,
Yeah, something going on.
One of them is
happened?
Finnish. and-
One of them your cousin,
I don't
one of them
front.
your
I don't
family?
front for where's the fans. I
out
don't
to
front
Lori
for the
Marketing.
fans. If I didn't really do my homework and
Oh, okay.
dissect
Oh,
the fight,
okay,
That's
I
fine then.
respect
Yeah,
it.
you know,
well,
I don't.
I respect
So you know, when I give an opinion on the
Yeah.
fight, I really did some.
Okay.
Because
Shit,
I'm front. I come over here and don't do my homework and still be talking.
Say I don't know.
You told, yeah.
Yeah, say I don't know. Don't look at me and say you told me.
No.
I ain't tell him nothing.
So Sanchez is Ajagba.
All right.
That is gonna be a hell of a.
That's
fight.
another fight.
It's a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
How do we feel?
Sanchez has the better corner. You know, working with Reynoso and Canelo and them out there. I think he has a better skill set. I think he's a better boxer, but Ajagba is more explosive, better puncher, bigger guy. It's kind of on Ife Ajagba a little bit, this fight. It's how bad does he want it? When he first came from Nigeria, Ajagba came throwing about 80, 90 punches around in the heavyweight division. Then he got hurt.
He got dropped.
He got dropped on that undercard of Tony Harrison and Jermell Charlo. And since then, he's been trying to box more. But he's a puncher. He's at his best when he's on the front foot and fighting like that. He does that. Sanchez should be able to counter him at times, so he deserves to be a favorite. But that's just how I feel. You know, he's younger, bigger, more explosive. This fight, a lot of it's going to hinge on Ife Ajagba and
His output.
yeah, his output
And you mentioned a lot of output for Ajagba when he came. Sanchez throws a hell of a lot of punches, especially for a heavyweight. He throws a lot of punches. So I think this is not going to be one of those heavyweight fights where we're like, okay, come on. Like,
Am I
No.
wrong
I
in
think
feeling
there's
like Frank Sanchez doesn't have much power?
yeah, he's not a
He's
big,
more of a
in
boxer.
terms of heavyweights.
his
Yeah.
last knockdown
He's
was the guy on the on one of the undercards in Texas where the guy said he got hit by on the head, but he didn't.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
fell
I know,
a
I
couple
saw that.
times.
Yeah,
That was his
I mean, he's
last
got pop.
So you talking
He's
about
got
power?
enough.
He didn't hit this guy and he knocked him out.
Sanchez get knocked out.
You think so?
Yeah.
I could see it.
Give him a couple.
I can
might
see
give
him
him
walking
3.
into something.
I give him maybe 3.
I think I'm
I
picking
seen my man
Sanchez.
live catch a body at one of Shawn's undercards.
Again, it was at
Ugas.
yeah, he fought Amir Mansour.
Man.
Ajagba.
Oh yeah.
He fought Amir Mansour, who was like,
On his way out.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
And they just looked so funny together. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like this young, strong dude, and then Mansour looked like a dad that was like, I think I could still do this. But that's gonna be a really good fight, and I could see it going.
Oh, don't do it.
I could see it going exactly how you guys said. I could see Ajagba catching him and knocking him out because he has serious power. But I think
he has
personally,
serious upside. It's
Yeah,
just
I
can
think
he tap
Sanchez
into
wins.
it?
I think Sanchez.
You know what?
outboxes him.
One thing I like about Ajagba is he's working on his boxing now instead of like where Wilder's at, where he has to work on it, where he's at the elite level. Like work on it and lead up to that level.
Yeah.
So he can be already ready once you get there, because you can't just knock out everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Ajagba's coach name?
K. Adams, I believe.
Is he with K. Karama?
Coach K. Karama.
No.
I meant K. Karama, not K. Adams.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's with K?
Yeah.
I
Coach-
thought that was my gut.
Yeah,
instinct was that he was with K.
I think
Karama.
he's with K. Coach
He was
Karama.
down in Texas with
Jay Prince and them, or no?
No,
It was,
Shout out
no,
Jay Prince.
um,
Rap
Shout out
a lot.
Jay, we love Jay Prince.
with
rap a lot.
the Charlo's old coach.
Ronnie Shields.
He used to
That's
be with
right.
Ronnie
He used to be
Shields.
with Ronnie
Excuse me,
Shields.
yeah.
Yep.
And Ronnie's a great coach. And so when you're talking about him, like working on that stuff along the way, I think Ronnie was the one that really kind of set the foundation, bringing him over here to Nigeria. Not that Ronnie brought him over here, but once he got here, Ronnie's like, hey, let's work on your fundamentals. I've heard Ronnie say that to Ajagba, working on fundamentals. We're working on his jab. We're working on his defense when he was a young fighter. He still is a young fighter, but along the way, relying on the one thing that for a long time D relied on was just a powerful right hand and a long broomstick to set up that right hand.
And a wise man always says adversity makes champions. Ajagba gets dropped in that fight, and I think that's the thing that we've talked about before, where you experience certain things in the ring, and that's a big thing to experience, getting dropped for the first time.
Yeah.
And so it's like, and it was a
legit punch.
Yeah, they were firing back and forth,
Yeah.
and then obviously he ends up getting them out of there.
I remember his first 7 or 8 fights. I just thought he had potential to really compete at the championship level. And then after that fight where he got dropped, or even I think heading into that fight, he was starting to get a little more lackadaisical in the ring. And then he gets the big knockout last time out. But I'm just curious to see. I think regardless of who wins, he has more upside than Sanchez. He has more potential to compete at that level, with the power and the size. So
Sanchez, he's fun to watch though. He'll throw a lot of punches for heavyweight.
I'm not crazy about Sanchez, but I do agree with you. I got a feeling he's going to outbox.
I have my Cuban boxer bias. But
Ajagba.
yeah, it's going to be a fun one. And I think all of these fights, Jared Anderson especially, I think all of these are ones where you're not going to want to look away.
Yeah.
Like
A white Cuban.
I feel like you look down this list, any of these could end immediately.
Yeah.
So this is one where, I mean, we were talking about it.
Carson, that will suck. First round knockout.
Yeah, right now.
Oh, it could be the whole card.
Because they're not gonna walk those guys until a certain time too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So bring a lot of good conversation if you're having fight parties.
What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ant. Follow me on IG with 2 T's. Let's do it. Let's do it again.
All right. Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do. I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson A. Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.